The entry-level sports bike class is gaining more and more fans, and for that, the guys at Suzuki added a new family member to their GSX-R family, the GSX250R. It's a very good looking bike. It comes with the GSX-R 1000 lines, and this particular one has the same MotoGP trim. Suzuki claims this bike inherits the attitude and sportivity of the older Katana, but we don't agree with them. This is more fun to ride. Once you get on the saddle, it's love at first sight. The riding position seems very natural, and I must say, this bike is very comfortable to ride in the city. The handlebar is in close reach, you have enough room leg, and there's also a high banking angle, so you can turn it very easy from a side to another. The engine doesn't vibe at all. You can barely feel it through the handlebars or your foot pegs. And this helps a lot in the traffic. The coolest part about it, that you can go in between cars better than on a scooter. The bike is very nimble, and it fits almost in between every car. The small problem that I'm having with is the mirrors position, that it's exactly on the same height with the cars, and I have to make a slalom every time I want to pass cars, so keep an eye on that. The 250cc engine might seem a bit underpowered at first. I love the way Suzuki spread the power throughout the whole revolution range. I found myself starting from the lights with a third gear, so there's a lot of torque low down, which is also very helpful for starters. The electronics package of the baby Gixxer consists of an ABS system and a very nice dash that offers a lot of useful information, like the gear in, the fuel level, and also an RPM shift light. The front brake might get on your mind because the stopping power is not there. I have to squeeze it very hard in order to stop, and that's very unpleasant when riding. You have to pull it very hard, otherwise the back works very fine. Every time I push it a bit harder, the ABS system kicks in, but not on the front. I didn't manage to make the ABS kick in on the front. Might need a better braking system. I don't know why, because this is a Nissin brake caliper. Maybe some new brake pads will do the job. You might think that these small displacement bikes are mainly intended for novice riders that are at the first touch with a sport bike and need a safe start. But I must disagree with you. There are a lot of good things coming from this type of bike. There's the low fuel consumption, there's the narrow bike that you can handle very easy in the city. I have to say that I'm impressed. For the city, it's better than a sports bike. It feels a bit on the touring side, and that's very cool for this bike. And there's also the pleasure to ride a lightweight machine that will give you the thrills of a big super bike. 200 miles from a full tank, from a racy guy like me that pull the gas all around. So you might get more than 250 miles from a full tank, which is very good. See how easy I am twisting it from a side to another. Although it's a long bike, yeah, it's a long bike for this kind of engine. It's almost 2 inches longer than its competition. I feel it very good, and I'm a tall rider, and it's easy for me to flick it from a side to another. I was a bit upset when I saw on my dash the maximum speed of 85 miles per hour. I would expect at least 100 from this type of bike, but I can live with that, there's no problem. The suspension are on the softer side. This adds up a lot to the comfort level, but the tires, they are low budget tires like IRC, and you don't get the feeling that you want when cornering or fast cornering outside the city. But this problem can be solved with a set of new ones. When it comes to commuting, this small windshield offers a lot of wind protection. But this saddle, although has a lot of foam padding inside, will get on your mane and your bottom will suffer a lot. You'll have to take a break every, let's say, 50 miles. Although the baby Gixxer might be the only 250 in the class, I must say is the best looking. I love this MotoGP team. Although this bike is made in China, I love the way everything blends together. It doesn't seem cheap at all. The price for this baby Suzuki is $4,500, and I might say this is a fair amount of money for what you get. So I'm the first fan for this bike.